They say the woods can hide secrets. But if one of those secrets start to follow you home, this story comes from a man named David who never believed in the supernatural until the night he came face to face. It all began on chilly autumn evening. David, an avid hiker, decided to explore an unfamiliar trail near his hometown. The path was unmarked, winding deeper into the forest than he anticipated. He loved the solitude, the serenity, but that evening something felt off. The woods were unusually quiet. No birds, no insect, just the occasional rustle of leaves. He brushed it off, thinking it was just the wind. But then he noticed the shadow. It wasn't his. A tall, distorted figure moved just out of his peripheral vision, disappearing behind the trees every time he turned to look. He called out, "Hello, is someone there?" But only silence replied. As the sun set, the shadows grew longer, darker. David quickened his pace, trying to shake the growing unease, but the shadows seemed to keep up, darting between trees, albeit just out of sight. Then came the disappearing. It wasn't clear at first, just a murmur on the wind, but soon he realized it was coming from all around him. Words he couldn't understand, voice overlapping. He broke into a run. The trail twisted and turned, but no matter how fast he ran, the whisper followed, growing louder, closer. Then he tripped. As he hit the ground, his flashlight rolled away, illuminating the forest around him, and that's when he saw it. A figure, impossibly tall and thin, with elongated limbs and glowing eyes. It stood still, watching him, paralyzed by fear. David could only stare as it looked a step closer, then another. The whispers grew deafening. Just as it reached out toward him, he screamed and swung his flashlight wildly. The beam hit the creature, and in an instant, it vanished, leaving behind only silence. Shaking, David scrambled to his feet and ran faster than he ever had in his life. When he finally reached his car, the whispers were gone, but the feeling of being watched that lingered. To this day, David refuses to hike alone. He doesn't know what he saw in the woods that night, but he knows one thing for certain: it wasn't human. Sometimes the woods keep their secrets, but sometimes they let you see just enough to make you wish you hadn't. This has been a true horror story. If you have had an experience you can't explain, share it in the comment below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more stories that will keep you up at night. Until next time, stay safe.